before we start this morning, let's just give reverence to their lives 23 years ago on this day. That shouldn't have happened to further any agendas or to make statements. It made no sense. Nearly 3,000 lives lost because people decided to have a temper tantrum and didn't take care of business. That being said, hey y'all, gravity. Any day above ground, live it. Hope you are having a fantastic start to your Wednesday. It's hump day. So, you know what I say, go hump something. Seize the day. Don't be like Trump. Don't be like Kamala. Seize your own destiny. They're eating the dogs. Oh my God. Ah, Jesus. Good morning to the room. They're eating the dogs. Said it with his whole New York chest. That debate was fun last night. The numbers were beautiful, but we didn't learn nothing. Which I hope has convinced you to focus on your local and state. Screw these two. We still have no plan for addressing immigration. We have no plan to address the economy. We have no plan to keep our children safe. There's no plan for BRICS. And Kamala literally said she wants more immigration to help with AI and quantitative computing. Hello to the room again. President Couch and Vice President Sectional are looking beautiful. They were the ones who won the debate last night. We will give Trump credit, though. He didn't call her one name. He just told her to shut up. Here we go. Austin Hendrick. You saw the title. Your man threw you under the bus. He did not address MAGA. He did not address how to help the nation. And y'all cool with that. You still want to say Trump 2024. All right. That's wonderful. Y'all are really suckers for punishment. It's a beautiful thing out here in these streets. I'm glad you said it, though. I am so glad you said it. All that man had to do was stay on the issues. That's it. Nothing else. He didn't have to be the character. I think he suffers from Vince McMahon syndrome. You didn't have to do the character. You could have just been the former president. Talk about the issues. Talk about how you're gonna fix it. That's it. You sitting there rambling. Whatever. It's okay. It's okay. So let's start with the room. How are y'all doing this morning? We'll ask that before we start. How are y'all doing this morning? I mean, Drake's dad mustache, that's fine. You could vote whoever you want. She threw y'all under the bus too, so it's okay. She literally didn't explain outside of a child tax credit, which she has to go through Congress to get. So she doesn't even, you can't, let me explain something to y'all about candidates. Candidates, unless you know what the makeup of the people who are going to help pass your laws is, you shouldn't promise things like that. I get that's an election strategy, but with the way we've seen elections play out based on people's predictions, that doesn't always come to pass. Y'all had tax credits come over your desk and you said no. Democrats and Republicans, y'all said no. Now you want to come out here and promise tax credits and small business tax credits. Okay. And she even said it depends on Congress. So she doesn't even know if she's going to get Congress. But that's okay. Gotta promise people stuff. In an economy where nothing is promised, you could lose your job today. It is what it is. But anyway, they're eating the dogs. That's the only time the black community was mentioned. And when Trump asked her, said, I don't care if she's Indian or she's black. I don't care. If you think he lost that debate, you're insane. Nobody won that debate. I get y'all coming there with bias. So you're gonna say your man won or your female won. Nobody won that debate. We have no clarity on where they stand. They both support Israel, which that should be a problem for everybody, but you know, y'all not gonna have that conversation because y'all scared. They have no plan for immigration. Well, I should take that back. Kamala got a plan. She wants to bring more South Asians over. She literally told y'all that on stage. And Trump said, "Oh, first day, he basically said, I'm gonna build the wall the first day." Okay, dude. Then they clearly asked him, how you gonna deport 11 million people? And he didn't even give an answer. He skated around it because he doesn't have a plan. So, yeah, and Kamala was stupid for saying that January 6th was the worst day in our democracy. Less than 10 people died. Today, 23 years ago, nearly 3,000 people died. And countless other people's lives were irrevocably destroyed. But, okay, we're going to talk about January 6th. Okay. All right. It's okay. Everybody has their own different perspectives. There was no talk about fixing the supply chains. She didn't talk about prosecuting all these monopolies and multinationals who seem to just want to merge every day so they can get more and more power and less regulation. Didn't talk about that, even though she claims she's done this. Trump's not out here talking about how he's going to stop BRICS if he becomes president, even though he keeps saying, I have a great relationship with Putin. Yeah, you think he's going to listen to you after you've been gone for 4 years. And you think he's going to go back to, how he was in 2016 to 2020? Okay. It's wonderful that you think that. He thinks, oh, I'm going to restart that pipeline, Keystone. I'm going to restart it, and we're going to be energy independent, and we're going to make all this money. When The global south is literally telling you we're going to do less business with the West. So who's going to buy this oil? I mean, maybe you got some countries in the pipeline we don't even know about, but you know, you got it. You got it. Will you get out of this motherfucker? You goddamn landscape. Get out of the road. Anyway. Anyway. Okay, here we go. Info spot, no. See, this is why people don't take y'all seriously when y'all start talking about immigration and foreign policy. Why are you regulating it to just Chicago? Chicago's not the only city dealing with immigration. Texas is dealing with it. Georgia's dealing with it. Florida's dealing with it. North Carolina's dealing with it. Pennsylvania's dealing with it. Michigan is dealing with it. California, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, Utah, Washington, Oregon. All 50 states are dealing with immigration and the trials and tribulations of it. Stop limiting it to a city with 3 million people. People kill me. Chicago is nothing but a dog whistle for y'all. Cool, let's play that game. You so concerned about Chicago, go on boots on ground. Go figure out what the problem is and come up with a solution with the people there. Your man went up there and lied yesterday, talking about the crime stats. All he had to say was, quote, you know what? There's a crime problem in every city in this country. And for some reason, the police, they don't want to illuminate that fact. I don't know why. Is it because they don't want to make the people who want the immigration, I don't care what side of the aisle you on, you're probably making money off of it, not reporting those stats, even though you could get it from the city websites. He's so worried about the FBI stats. You can go on any city site and get the crime stats. But, you know, they don't want to do that. It's okay. Again, you Trump 2024 people, that's fine. You can go vote for him. I want you to understand that your man has no plan. He only gets 4 years. He can do whatever he wants. So it is what it is. Again, he hasn't told you anything on how he's going to fix this country. Nothing. He's telling you what he wants to happen. He's not telling you how he's going to do it. Again, Putin ain't going to listen to you when you say, hey, I want you to stop shooting at Ukraine. He's going to look at you, drink some vodka, and curse you out in another language. You think Hamas is going to listen to you? No. Israel ain't going to listen to you either, because they don't even listen to the current administration. They doing what they do. But, you know, self-grandizing is the name of the game, so it is what it is. Hello, Miss Neeson. And hello to the room again. Paul, if you think he listened to Trump for 4 years, you obviously don't. You don't do research, but okay, you can think that. You could definitely think that. He listened to him so much he expanded BRICS in the 4 years Trump was sitting in office. But okay, you're right, he listened to him. Okay. There's a difference between understanding there can be business to be made and we can work together, and there's a difference of listening to another world leader tell you how to run your quote-unquote democracy, your quote-unquote republic. It's okay. Y'all seem to forget. Yeah, Trump was a wild card. Nobody knew how he would go. Now they know. Trust and believe. The last 3.5 years, they've adjusted. So if he does win again, that same level of power you think he had, he's not going to have it again. So it's okay. But, you know, hopeful thinking is great for y'all. You said no wars. He literally had a war he was overseeing. There's always war. The Middle East is a constant war. Now, if you said no new wars, you'd be correct. But it's not like on the first day, he just signed an executive order and told everybody to get the hell out. No more wars. That's not what that means. But, you know, words matter. It's okay. We see you, Black First. We see you. Troops on the ground. What troops? Okay, so here we go again. Troops on the ground is not a war. Okay. So let me ask you this. So if troops on the ground does not mean a war, why do we still have troops in Japan ready to deploy if Taiwan gets attacked? Why do we still have troops stationed in Germany in case something pops off in the Middle East? Why do we have troops stationed in the Caribbean in case Cuba decides that day they don't want to make no lechon or Cubano sandwiches or brew the good coffee and they want to exert themselves in the Caribbean? Why do we still have troops there? Why are there troops in Africa? Why do we need to support another country's military forces? Just answer me that, please. I just need to know. Why do we have bases all over the world? For what? What is the bases in Africa? What's the purpose? Explain that for us. NATO agreement. Okay, what's the purpose of NATO? If you think NATO is about stopping bad guys, you really need to go look up the history of NATO. That's not what NATO's for. That's why they're scared shitless of BRICS. But you know, you think NATO is there to stop Russia and China? Okay. Not to subjugate people in lesser countries and take their resources. You think that's not it? Okay. I mean, that's fine. You guys can think that all you want. You probably think the G7 is for global movement forward. Okay. I mean, that's fine if you think that. It's okay. BRICS is sitting there telling y'all we want to trade with each other and not have Western powers all over them. Y'all don't like that. But NATO's okay. Where they're literally hamstringing a whole bunch of economies and taking valuable resources so we can have comfortable lives and F everybody else. That's okay. You have a whole governing body called the UN that's supposed to take care of those problems. They don't even go to the UN. They just go straight to NATO. Hey, NATO, go take care of this for us. Okay. We got all the bombs. We got all the soldiers. Why not? But that's okay. Y'all want, that's what y'all want. It's cool. NATO gonna screw around and cause World War III because they don't know how to shut up. Y'all trying to bring Ukraine into NATO to just piss Russia off more. All right. Even though we know the real reason is you want unfettered access to their fertilizer and their cobalt, but you know, Ukraine is so they're so weak. They can't defend themselves. All right. Good morning to the room again. Miss Nisi, you got full reign to put people in the gulag. That's all good. Your man really sat up there and said, J6, you're on your own, and y'all still voting for him. Okay. You Kamala jockeys, she literally told y'all she fixing to take your guns. But y'all cool with that. She's gonna infringe on a basic right that you have in this country. A right that you don't even have to exercise on the daily if you so choose not to. But y'all cool with that. Y'all cool with this woman telling y'all that she's ready to restrict free speech and prosecute social media platforms, which number one ain't gonna go through because you'd have to suspend Section 230, and there's nobody in Congress that's gonna touch that. That's the end of their legacy as a politician and a US citizen. But y'all cool with that. Y'all cool with a dude who's telling you straight up and down, if you vote the other person in, Israel's destroyed. When the other person, if they get in, Israel's destroyed anyway. So any way you slice it, Israel's gone. But y'all want that on your head. But, you know, it is what it is. Y'all got it. And y'all know me. I don't have no love for Israel, but goddamn, y'all really want to see. Y'all really want to see that whole region destabilized again. Y'all must have saw the total tally of how much money you made, and you said, damn, we might have to do this again. But you know, hey, it's okay, family. It's okay. Because another war pops off, they're gonna be all for it. All they gotta do is lie to you. Hey, Hamas threw another missile at a school. Oh yeah, go kill them. Okay. But y'all said no more wars. Nah. They touched the children. Nah, we gotta, yeah, y'all gotta go do what you gotta do. Okay. Thank you. And y'all cool with that. This is why I said most of y'all have no standards, and a double standard is not a standard. Because if y'all had standards, y'all would objectively look at that regardless of who you support and say that was one of the worst debates you've ever seen. Because as a voter and someone who is paying into this economy and living in this country, I have no hope that either side is going to do what they promised. But you just want to dunk on the other side for another 4 years. I get it. You don't care about the country. You that. But okay, you get to write a couple tweets and a couple posts about how Donald Trump or Kamala sucks. Okay. How is that going to improve your bank account? I mean, as long as, unless you're on X and you got a blue check after you to Israel. But, you know, that should help you. You'll get a couple dollars. If it goes viral, you get a couple dollars. So maybe it will improve your bank account. That's all right. Damn, Miss Nisi. Y'all pissed Miss Nisi off this morning. Let's get it. She blocking everybody. Who am I voting for? None of them. I'm focused on my local and state legislatures. I'm not voting for none of them. They're all unserious. All 5 candidates that are running for POTUS are unserious to me. Nobody has a definitive plan. Everybody's just trying to find that one subject that's going to appeal to everybody instead of focusing on a concrete policy agenda that's going to help everybody. So y'all figure that out. I'm good. I'll leave that spot blank, or I'll write something in there. Nothing stupid, but I'll write something there and I'll focus on everything else. I'm sure I'm gonna have some, what they call it, referendums that I'm gonna have to vote for down here. So it is what it is. I'm not sitting up here talking about, oh, I'm gonna vote for Kamala, I'm gonna vote for Trump, nah, nah, the boo-boo. Who cares? Dude, you get to sign an executive order. Well, we've watched both of you sit in positions of power, and they're people with positions of power, and you haven't done anything executive order-wise to help people. And I mean something substantive. Great, Trump, you signed an executive order to give HBCUs permanent funding. That's great. What did you do during the pandemic, sir? You could have set up the American economy to flourish when you were gone. You didn't do it. You could have shut down the border. You didn't do it. Kamala, you had an opportunity to win over voters. You didn't do it. You stood right by Biden, didn't do it. Y'all don't care. You just want to enrich yourselves, which is fine. You're in a position. Maybe y'all will learn. Just watch out. Make sure your pets are safe. I still can't believe he said that. And then it amazes me this morning too that we're here discussing the debate and people running in here telling me Trump 2024, and they watched him and her literally be asked questions pertaining to a topic, and then they start talking about another topic. What? But y'all cool with that? What do you think about immigration? Well, here's the thing about fracking. Huh? What does fracking have to do with immigration? That's an economy question. Unless you're about to tell us that you're about to import people to help frack. They don't cross. Well, about this transgender surgery. Well, I believe in the law of free speech. You mean freedom of expression? No, I said free speech. I know what I said. Don't interrupt. Okay. All right, keep going. That's what y'all want. All right. Yes, I know the role of VP. She's in charge of foreign policy. Next question. She's the one working with the negotiating with the president. She's the one that talks to the top advisors of a nation. Next question. She's in charge of the border. She's in charge of foreign policy. Next question. The VP is supposed to broker all the deals and make sure shit is straight. Then they give it to the presidents for their approval. They sign off on it. Then they go in front of cameras and announce the shit. And then sit in those stupid chairs, shake each other's hand, take 17 photos, and then sign a big ass Trapper Keeper with 1 page in it. Next. I don't know if that answered your question. Now let's just say he was right and the Haitians did eat the cats and dogs. So what? That's both y'all's fault. We wouldn't have this problem if you, on day one, did what you said you campaigned on. Shutting the border. Getting the border under control. We wouldn't have had that problem. So Trump, them dogs and cats' lives are on you, sir. Just as much as it's on Command Me. But all right. You wanted a soundbite. You got it. And then you dumbasses running outside talking about, oh, she had an audio earpiece that was her earring. Okay. Let's address that. So what? Answer me that. So what? If your man if he stuck to the issues and gave concrete answers, it wouldn't have mattered if they were feeding her answers. It wouldn't have mattered. The point is, he had opportunities to knock her out and he didn't do it because he didn't know how it was going to be perceived. This is not a game where perception is reality. You got to go in there and say, this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to get it. And this is how my opponent is not going to do it. So you need to vote for me. That's all he had to do. He didn't want to do it. But like that person said, MAGA don't care about that. Y'all's probably favorite moment was when he told her to be quiet. And you didn't do anything for 3.5 years. That's your two favorite parts. You just skipped everything else where he didn't even say how he was going to work the system. It's okay though. It's okay. If he wins, I want MAGA outside. When he don't do nothing, I want y'all outside to defend your man. And don't tell me, oh, it's Congress' fault. Well, stupid. I told y'all for years, focus on Congress. You didn't want to do that. Oh, it's the media. You know the media is not great. I don't want to hear that. Same thing with with Kamala fans. If she wins, I want y'all outside when she doesn't do anything. Don't blame Congress. Don't blame Republicans. Don't blame these sycophants that are going to run outside and denigrate you every 5 minutes. Just say you didn't want to do it. It's okay. You wanted the $400,000 a year to put in your bank account, and you wanted the access. Just say that. I'd respect it. But y'all not going to do that, because that would mean you'd have integrity. She wants to bring her people over. Trump wants to bring in more illegals, but he wants it to be done legally. He wants legal migration. Trump, you could have won the immigration issue with just this. I want to suspend H-1B visas my first day until we can get it cleaned up. I want to propose a 6-month ban on H-1B visas. That means nobody gets in with one, and if you got one, you got to go. You can reapply in 6 months. That's all he had to say. He can deal with the ACLU in the morning. Who cares? That's only a few, 100 people voting? Okay, he can take that loss. But, you know, he won't do it. That debate was not the time for him to be a centrist. That debate was the time for him to be a Republican, but he didn't want to do it. But you got it. Nasty work. Almost 100 people in the room. Make sure you hit the like. Damn, Miss Niecy just blocking everybody, boy. Jesus. Y'all pissed off Miss Niecy. Good morning, Bunker TV. I saw you. When you're a Packers fan, no wonder you can't drive. Oh, wow. Fun times. Miss Niecy working overtime. Today must be time and a half for her. Fun times. Well, he said eating. He didn't say roasting. PETA would be outside if they were roasting dogs. They'd be outside. But yeah, this was an interesting debate. Fun times. Whew. Damn, Miss Niecy blocked like 13 people. Jesus. I don't even know what these people said. Let me look. Now, Miss Niecy, why did you block Claude? They didn't say anything wrong. That wasn't even a bad message. That was okay. Let me see what this Jax. Who is this? Hold on. Jack Stone. Why you got that same silly look about y'all? It's on the eyes. This motherfucker must watch Bluey. All right, you got it. Damn, Miss Niecy, you just blocked everybody. Both she's in charge. Go look at city council meetings about animals being eaten. We don't know if that's true. We saw one video. That could have been from anywhere. But again, goes back to what I said like 2 years ago, that they were going to make Haitian people the face of illegal immigration. Y'all love talking about this Trump 2024 nonsense. So what? She was reciting vote for American Rescue. You mean reciting? Damn, you can't even write this early. I don't blame y'all. Hey, Miss Niecy, Tony Robb didn't say nothing wrong either. I mean, that was something he said last night, that she did go to Ukraine, and then 5 days later there was a they went in invasion. I think it was 3 days later, or whatever the time frame was. Yeah, there was nothing wrong. Yeah, Claude wasn't that bad. They were just asking questions. Yes, Frankie Beverly did pass away yesterday. He did. If I get a wrench, I'm blocking everybody. Yeah, well, that ain't just like Trump. That ain't gonna sell me. You gotta sell me or having a check. Eliza, nah, you could do that to your sister though. You could give her a hand job. You could do that. Like, were y'all watching The Simpsons on Disney Plus or something? Damn, your jokes suck. Am I a Muslim? No. I eat pepperoni, so I can't be a Muslim. No, there's no apologies, Miss Niecy. No apologies. You just gotta read the message. Just read the message. I know it's accounts in here that you've never seen before. Just read the message. As long as it's not egregious, just let them rock. We'll do the 3-strike rule from now on. They'll get 3 opportunities. It's okay. Yes, I'm wearing a Marvel shirt. Yes. Yes. Because I like the design. Yes. It's okay. Now, I could diss you, but it's early and I don't feel like it because you're not worth it. It's funny. They hate gay people, but then want to talk about somebody being gay. Nasty work. But you guys are supposed to be men. Yes, they're fake. Yes. Yes. You're correct. They're fake. Because they don't feel like giving Apple $100 for some AirPods. Yes. I paid $20 for these, and they work just fine. It's great. It's okay, sir. I understand. You're here watching me. You're watching a gay man, allegedly. This is what you do on a Wednesday in your failed homeland. You're watching me. Now, I should diss you, but I'm not going to do it. In your failed homeland, based on your name, I'm going to assume you get no rain, so you'll never have to use one of these. This is called a poncho. That's for rain. I understand it. I'm sitting in something called a car. It's okay. It's all right. You can't afford this. It's okay. I've done something that most of y'all can't do. I paid my car off. I own it. You guys own nothing. But I'm not going to diss you. It's okay. Listen, I don't even rock Apple. I didn't even want to get this iPhone. I only got it because of Clubhouse. I still got my Android and it still works beautifully. But, you know, I guess you got to get with the times, I guess. Hey, Miss Nisa, you do what you think. Tell us your transition story. I went from New York to Atlanta. Transition story is over. Oh, wow. Ain't no more bigger transition than that. I identify as an Atlantean. And I came to the city to embrace myself. New Yorkers are from Atlanta, yes. Nigga, what set you claim? I claim Atlanta, Zone 4. What you rap? I know what Kamala didn't rep last night. She didn't rep the fact she was black. She got the stuttering like Joe. Trump, you could have got her right there. You didn't even have to repeat the question. All you had to say is, why are you stuttering? You all right? You want some water? Oh, oh wow. Shout out to the gay community though. Don't get mad. I'm about to hit y'all with a joke. Can we add the A to y'all's acronym? Lesbian, bisexual, transgender, queer, Atlanta. I know it's asexual. We should add another A. Atlanta. That might be a new one. I might have fucked around and gave him a new one. They're gonna say I identify as Atlanta. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Look at them. They can't even troll right. Bruh, stop watching Simpsons on Disney Plus. They're still on Fox. Get some new jokes, please. Jesus Christ. Hey, you should go hook up with my friend called Amanda Hug and Kiss. Jesus Christ. Make America straight again. You don't like America being wavy? Oh, wow. How y'all don't like America being wavy? Let me see something. Oh, you can do all messages on this? That's fire. I'm still waiting for the day they can allow us to, like, pipe people in, pause, during the live, but I guess you can't do that. Lock a brother up ain't done since she been in office. Lock a brother up? They still locking us up. What are you talking about? They tried to lock up Tyreek Hill the other day. If he'd have got pulled over on the Saturday, he'd have been locked up. They just locked up Tyrese. Who's arrogant? I ain't got nothing to be arrogant about. I'm just a middle-class black man just trying to make it out here and raise a 5-year-old. I am not arrogant. Now, if you want to put money on my super chat, I'll be arrogant. I'll tell you, give me some more. There go Bunker TV. There he go. I ain't fucking with you. Leave me alone. You goddamn black American, you. Leave me alone. Oh, shit. Look, AC's in the building. It's the spirit of that one of them dogs that they ate in Ohio, allegedly. Bronx, New York for Trump. That's what's up. Ask me why. Hey, how come he ain't come back up there? He ain't even hook up with the people that created that event in Crotona Park. What happened? That motherfucker took the bag and ran right back to Jersey. Tyrese is free. He out there, he free, he tweeting again. That motherfucker was locked up in Atlanta too. I don't even know how that's possible. What's he doing in Atlanta? Kamala, she already exposed herself. She didn't need a debate to do that though. But all right. Again, if you think Kamala had a decent night, you didn't watch it with an unbiased eye. But I understand it. You learned nothing new. Everything she said at that debate, she's already said. The purpose of a debate is to lay out your policies in vivid detail. Especially if this might be the only one, even though she called last night or this morning for another one. If she made her definitive point, she wouldn't have asked for another debate. She knew she didn't do well. Her people got to her and said, you are all right, but you didn't do well. And MAGA's so delusional, they think he won, even though he literally threw him under the bus and he didn't tell us anything of note. Nothing. What do you mean her people said no such thing? Okay. AC, again, YouTube has picture-in-picture. Just, I don't know what phone you got. If you got an Android, just push that, what is it, the circle, I guess? I don't know, it depends on your phone. But if you have an iPhone, just swipe up. Go to whatever social media or go on Chrome and look up Kamala Harris' statement after the debate. And you read that and tell me that she won that debate. I don't know somebody that wins a debate is going to ask for another one. But maybe it's a new one. Maybe this is new. Maybe I don't know this. If I whoop somebody's ass in a debate, I'm not asking for another one. I'm not voting for anybody, A to Z. I'm focused on local and state. I'm not voting for anybody for POTUS. I'm good. None of them have convinced me, so I'm all right. I'm going to focus on Congress. I'm going to focus on my state legislature. I'm going to focus on my local positions that are open. I could care less. I'm focused on getting Nikema Williams out of office because she's doing nothing for Atlanta. No. Cornell, I don't trust Cornell. I don't trust him. He over there with the talking about reparations, but then he all lives mattering everything else. He won't even hammer down if he's for ending qualified immunity. I'm good. Okay, that's wonderful that they do more than one debate. They agreed to one debate. Again, go read her statement. Even the news outlets were saying this might be the only debate. They both think they won. That should tell you something. Who cares? They're not going to tell. Okay, let's just say they do a second debate next month. What are they going to tell you different? What are they going to tell you different? The questions are already curated. So whatever moderators or whatever network that picks this up, it's just going to be the same questions, just worded slightly differently the next time. So what are we really going to learn? It doesn't matter where it is. That's the point, X. It doesn't matter where it is. We've seen every network do it. CBS has done it. NBC has done it. CNN has done it. Fox News has done it. ABC has done it. They all ask the same questions. Nobody is definitive. So there's no point in them doing another debate. What they should do, this is what they should do, but they're two punks that won't do this. They need to go outside of their borders and have town halls with people that don't look like them. That's what they need to do. Every week, they should schedule town halls with different groups in the country and have them ask them the questions, not curated questions that people in their camps pick out. Make this shit random. Make it like a city council meeting. Anybody can come up and ask you a question. Because being president means you're going to have to make spontaneous decisions and you're going to have to think on your feet. So let's go. Let's have fun. I must have went farther than you, AC. But that's okay. We're not going to answer that question. You got it. I know whatever level I got to, it was way higher than dog obedience school. So that's okay. You're in the pet cemetery right now. It's all right. No, you know why it doesn't show? Because you can't comprehend it. But that's okay. So what we're going to do for you, AC, no, you didn't strike a nerve. What we're going to do for you is we're going to feed you a piece of chocolate and we're going to let you ride. Because, again, you got eaten in Ohio, so you need to rest. So it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. You don't even know what you want. You don't even know what you want. You want Trump in. Okay, great. Trump's in. What do you get out of it? What's he going to give you? I'll tell you what he's going to give you crypto. Great. I need to go get a gallon of milk. I got to go get into my crypto wallet and go pay for this gallon of milk. Oh, shit. Somebody wiped it out. All right. Guess what Trump got? He's got authorization to 18 to 26. Send your kids to war. No questions asked. You don't think he's pushing it? You need to go back and listen to his old speeches. He already said it. He wants to put cryptocurrency with the US dollar. He's already said it. He's in bed with the crypto bros. There's plenty of articles on it. You could go read it. He's been pushing crypto. But, you know, maybe you missed it. It's okay. It's okay. You think he's going to protect the cats and dogs? All right. He might. It is what it is. That pollen is bad today, boy. Jesus. You so worried about the dogs and cats, y'all forgot about the goddamn parrots. You forgot about the kookaburras. You forgot about the cicadas. The bugs that'll help turn people into superheroes. You forgot about the turtles, including the mutant ones, the mutant rats. Y'all just care about the cats and dogs. Y'all ain't give no care to the bears, the salmon, the deer, because I guess y'all want to see Bambi's mother get killed again. I don't know, man. But that's what I'm saying, Blacklight. You can't trust that man. He gonna fuck around, put us in crypto, and then in one night we all sleeping, and then somebody wipes out $50 trillion worth of crypto. Oh man. Yes, we know there's crypto machines, but the government don't control them. He wants government-controlled crypto. That's the issue. This is no different than when Biden was running around talking about if you have third-party apps and you have money in there, that's going to give us an excuse to get into your bank account. The hell? Screw you. Then make it worse. Okay, we get the crypto. Now you have a unlimited access to unrealized gains. Unrealized capital gains, I should say. That's literally what crypto is. Unrealized capital gains. They're going to tax you on money on overinflated assets. Like, come on. And y'all cool with that. You don't think he looked, when Kamala announced that, you don't think he was like, oh shit, I wish I'd have thought of it, but I can't say it. No, it's not no. You're partly right, Sierra. You're partly right. No, he pushes it. It's not going to go through, but then he's going to make it sound appealing because he's going to say, oh, look, if you can get the Bitcoin price this way, we can get all the other ones this way. Then you're going to have a situation where all these stores and institutions, they're going to pick and choose what crypto they want to use, except the big ones, they'll just take anything. But then they get to regulate the prices. So one store will sell it for like 100 Dogecoins. Another store will sell you something for 150 Dogecoins. But it's the same thing. There's no regulation there. No, it doesn't eliminate inflation. No. The way to eliminate inflation is to make sure the supply and demand, for one, are nearly identical, number one. Number two, you got to get people back to work and make sure that their wages are competitive to what the market is dictating. These companies know that people have very little, but they want it. So they put out products and they know you need it, so they can charge whatever they want. And then lie and say that the supply is not good, and then you have the demand that is still the same. You could go check on YouTube. There's people that have talked about this. It's been going on since the scamdemic. Like the basic things we need. Like you go to a store and you say, okay, I need this for my car or something. They say they don't have it, but you go on Amazon, they have it. Or they'll tell you, oh, we got to go get it shipped. And then they'll come right back and they'll say, oh, it's going to cost this much and I'll have it in like 5 days. I'm like, why is it so much? It wasn't like this 5 years ago. But that's the correct, King. They set the prices already, but that's the problem. You're giving them too much power. But, you know. Okay, Austin Hendrick, you see, this is what we call you should have shut the fuck up before you said something. I've literally been trashing Kamala and Trump equally for the last hour. It would have helped you to shut the fuck up and listen first, then chime in. You wrote all that bullshit while I was literally sitting there trashing Trump. Boy, you people are retarded. George Bush II will pay for his crimes. I can't believe you wrote a whole paragraph while I was trashing Trump and then have the nerve to tell me you hope Big Dad, I'm hoping Trump fixes everything. When I literally just sat there and said he's going to make shit worse. I think Trump should set an executive order that every home in the country needs to have the diagnostic statistical manual in their house, and that is required reading. Because some of y'all have undiagnosed mental illnesses. Because I can't believe somebody would write that while I'm trashing the person they're saying that I'm supporting. I've never seen that. Himanshu, by the way, that's social media's fault. My crowd. Now will y'all listen to me when I tell you when that one person said that the next election will be won on social media? Will y'all now listen to me? They put out a story about Haitians and y'all ran with it. No fact checking, no nothing. Y'all got sitting senators making jokes. But y'all cool with that. You can't kowtow. I can't kowtow nobody's demands but my own. The only other person that I can sit there legitimately and say, you know what, you got this demand, I'll rock with it, is my family. And that's my wife and my daughter. Because they're looking to me to take care of them. But y'all, hell no. The only demand that my crowd got from me is not to sell out. That's it. And I've already proven that I haven't done that. The rest of y'all that just came in here because you saw Trump's name in the title, y'all can go tell somebody else that. I'm sure there's some creator out there, right, that will, if you pay them enough money, they'll do whatever you want. Because we've seen them. That's fine. You could say Trump 2024 all you want. That's fine. Live with your vote. That's all I'm going to say. If he wins and he fucks up, I'm going to destroy him. Don't come up in here and be like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear no Trump forever. I don't want to hear none of that. Live with your vote. Trump doesn't want to shut the border. I don't understand how y'all don't see this. He doesn't want to shut the border. Because if he wanted to shut the border, he would have said it. He hasn't said it. He literally said we have to do legal migration. He literally said it. But y'all just skip that part. Y'all still thinking in 2020 and 2016. I get it. It's okay. Black Knight, he did bring up Aurora, but you know, again, I told y'all They were going to get away from the Venezuelans. They're going to become South American. The definite Brother Torian Ray has coined it beautifully. The foundation of anybody's grift is the degradation of black people, especially black Americans. The Haitians were a perfect red herring. That's okay. Well, stay positive. You know, black woman, white man agenda is the same thing with Biden. It's just a redo. You're just switching the roles. People are only voting for her so they can tell their grandkids they voted for a woman president. White boys were cool with her being vice president because she got the white husband. They're not going to vote for her en masse because she's got a white vice president. It's not going to happen. White male vice president. It's not going to happen. That white vote is going to be, that's going to be a very funny vote to watch once the exit polls come out. That's going to be a great vote to watch. You know what I mean when I say black, Breeze Omega, and hello. We'll call her passing. We'll call her passing. Even though she stammered to hell. Carrion, you're a retard. That's obvious. It's okay. You don't understand politics. It's okay. It's better you be quiet. Nobody's looking at it regardless of race, sir. We don't do that over here. That was the first time I brought it up. Well, second time actually. That's the second time I brought it up in an hour, in 7 minutes. But I know y'all focus on race so much. It's okay. We get it. We get it. She said what? She's not black. She never said it. The man pulled her card last night and she stammered over the question. She's not black. Mike G7, white husband or Jewish husband, it doesn't matter. We know Doug is Jewish. He admitted it. That's great. Jewish people identify as white. So it doesn't matter what you call it. They're still white. How am I mixing it? Go look up the stats. The census stats tell you this. The government says this. Jewish people identify as white. White Jewish people identify as white. It's literally there. I bought this, I think, on Amazon. You gotta look it up. Okay, she said she's Indian. Great. Her supporters still think she's black. She was asked point blank yesterday. She didn't answer the question. It's okay. We know this. And Trump should have got her on it, but he let her slide out of it. Okay, that's fine. We know the truth. She's Indian and she's Jamaican. It's okay. We're good. A to Z, you're dumb. No kidding. They identify as Jewish. Jewish is an ethnicity. Jewish is a religion. Go look at the census data. They identify as white. We're not going to have this conversation. You can literally go look this up right now. I'm sure you're on your phone. Swipe up or push the back button and go look on DuckDuckGo. What do Jewish people identify as on the census? It's literally going to tell you that. I literally outlined this on my show. I showed them the proof. They identify as white. It's okay. If I can name a living president, I don't know. I don't know. I don't put people in positions that I don't think they're ready for. So I don't know who could be president. I could care less. I want policy. I don't want a party, and I don't want a person. I want the policy. The president is supposed to represent the policy. Congress is supposed to enact the policy and make sure that it is forwarded. The Supreme Court is supposed to uphold the policy. So whoever has the best policy, go vote for them. If they don't have it, don't vote for them. That's simple. That's simple. I gotta go. Anyway, I gotta go to work. This was an enlightening conversation. Okay, wonderful, A to Z. You're Jewish. Wonderful. That's great. That's great. Shout out to the Jewish community. That's wonderful. I have my criticisms about them, but shout out to them. It is what it is. Anyway, y'all take care, stay safe, and you know what to do when the agents of chaos come to mess up your existence.